Guys, wanted to bring this video to you. Everybody's heard of Karls mystery tackle box. In my opinion, I probably couldn't use half of the stuff that comes in it. You heard me mention on the podcast recently, this next year I want to focus on tossing crankbaits again. Every year we kind of pick, Scott and myself pick a minimum of 2 techniques that we want to better ourselves at fishing, just to grow the toolbox of tactics and techniques that we use to catch fish. This past year I focused on finesse fishing, drop shotting, Ned rigging, things of that nature, and worked out really well for me. I'm super confident in fishing in those styles now. So, I was looking around at crankbaits and stuff, and found a cool program that I think some of you guys might be interested in if you're interested in tossing crankbaits. I came across Sense Fishing. I've heard nothing but great things about their crankbaits and stuff. So I was surfing around on their website, and I noticed they have the 6 sensing mystery box. I think I pay, it's like $26 or $28 a month, and they send me roughly $50 worth of products. They do have an alternative program where you could get some of their gear. I know in the box this month I got a piece of gear. I'm not signed up for that program, but I believe it includes their apparel, tools, things of that nature. But the first box I got, I didn't shoot a video with. That came last month in November. That's when I signed up. So I want to show you guys that box. So what we got: Divine swim jig. If you guys have been following the podcast and seen the YouTube video of me fishing with Jay Randall up in Madison Chain, swim jigs were key. So that's part of their lineup as well, as they got jigs other than crankbaits. But crankbaits is their main forte. Really dig this color. It's a nice, they call it their hybrid jig. This is Peanut Butter Magic is the color. But I'm super stoked about that. Maybe a little close up. Also got a set of oval split rings, changing out hooks and such on your cranks. 15 pack. It'll increase action and reduce line breakage. That's what it says on their package. Alright. This is their version of a rattle trap. They call it the Quake Thud 70. This is a 1/2 ounce bait. Color is red proof. Got a little rattle to it. Curve 55. 3 ounce crankbait. Dives 5 to 9 feet. This is Ghost Brown Craw color. Then we got a Crush 250 MD, 7 to 12 feet, 5/8 ounce bait. It's got a faint rattle chamber. Rebounds off thick brush, trees, rocks, and any other type of cover while maintaining position and trajectory. It's a little bit bigger crank. This is Chrome True Shad. This is a cool one. I know I'm going to use this a lot. Crush 100X, Gizzard Shad. It's 5/8 ounce. It's a square bill, so it dives 2 to 5 feet. Crush 100X, Gizzard Shad, square bill crank, dives 2 to 5 feet. It's a nice common shad color. Definitely going to come in handy. And got another square bill. This is their 50X, 3/8 ounce, dives 2 to 5 feet. Chartreuse Threadfin Shad. So again, another shad color. It's got some nice chartreuse line, blue top. Gonna be sexy. So that all comes in this bag, which is inside this box. The main reason why I found 6 Sense is because they sell and make underspins, and that is also something I want to focus on is swim baits this year. So got a cool little underspin. Looking forward to tossing these. What I like is it's got the bait keeper right behind the head. A lot of the ones that swim bait heads I've been using don't have those. So super stoked to try that out. I haven't tested any of these yet. This is just kind of like an unboxing, kind of showing you what you get. So that was November's. So I just received December's. So again, in the bag. Divine Jig Heads. Again, perfect because I'm going to be working on swim bait action. Love these jig heads. There's like, you got the holographic eyes, detailed paint. Like I said, those bait keepers behind the actual head. See if I can get a close up. Those bait keepers, that's going to be key. So, again, super looking forward to that. This is what I was talking about. They sent me a rod sleeve. So this looks kind of interesting. It's not like your typical like meshy rod sleeve. Probably pull this out right now. It's almost like a neoprene fabric or something. But boom. I like this fabric. I'm actually looking at getting some of these, or rod sleeves in general, but I like this. I think it's a little more protective than that meshy, typical rod sleeve that you see everybody's got. So yeah, I'm going to check this out, put it on a rod. I'm going to look up the price on these. I'm not 100% sure what they are if you just order them. So we got that. This was cool. I noticed this. Popper. They call it the Splashback 70. It's 3/8 ounce bait, but it's like your typical popper. Color is Ghost Hot Herring. It's kind of got like a holographic effect to it. I love the paint job on these baits. It's going to be super interesting. Tossing this summer. I'm looking forward to that. What do we got next? We got the 80X. This is a square bill, dives 1 to 3 feet. You can see it's a nice big chunky bait. That's what I like. Around here in the Midwest, like I have a hard time finding like big baits like this that don't dive 20 feet. So this is super cool. And again, like, great thing about these boxes is you get a huge variety of stuff. Color on this one is that Threadfin Shad. Yeah, I'm just digging the variety that you get. You get some shallow diving stuff, some top water, swim jigs. This is the Crush Flat 75X. This is a 5/8 ounce and a gizzard shad. Again, nice chunky bait. It's almost like a cross between a square bill and a rattle trap. Like the back on that is super thin. So I'm definitely interested in tossing this bad boy as well. Dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it. And then this was the big one. This is the Crush 500 DD. This bad boy will dive 22 to 28 feet. It's 1 3/4 ounce. I mean, that is a big bait. Huge bill. Big body crank. You know, color on this one is the Ghost Pro Shad. Take this out You hear that hard thumping in there. But yeah, super cool. Big bill, deep diver. Looking forward to throwing this in some deeper waters, especially in some tournament spots we're fishing this year. This I think may be a crucial bait for sure. To getting down in the middle of summer to those deep fish. Yeah. Like I said, guys, the paint on these is pretty stellar. Yeah, so, you know, my crankbait selection has been pretty minimal. I used to throw a ton of crankbaits back in the day, like mid to late 2000s. So a lot of my cranks were out of date. Some of them were in my old Sylvan and got wet, rusty, no good, right? So I figured what a great way to get a variety of cranks, plus some bonus stuff, obviously, the swim jigs, the actual Jig Heads for swim baits. And not only that, get a variety of like different size cranks, variety of colors, and a variety of depths to cover. So it's super cool. I was surprised that this huge Crush 500 DD came in there. I haven't looked up to see the price on that. I should pull that up. So those rod sleeves, guys, are $10, $9.99. They got a variety of colors and lengths. Says they have them for any length rod from 6.5 to 8 feet. So that is cool. So they sell these for $9.99, guys. The deep, and this Ghost Pro Shad is listed as a best seller in that series of crankbaits. All their crankbaits are usually around that $9.99 mark. They even got some hard swim baits. Their Flow Glider, those are running $20. Super sexy. Alright, so again, 6 cents, 6 TH, the number 6 TH, word sense, fishing. And it's just 6centsfishing.com. Again, I thought it was a killer deal. You know, these cranks are $10 a piece. They say you get like a $50 value out of each box. They do have that program where you can get like apparel and other things along with baits. And you can customize like how much you want of that. Super impressed with this program. I just went with they do have like an entry level, which is a little cheaper. I think it's like $20 a month, something like that. But with the package I have now, it's the higher tier without having to customize and get like apparel and things like that, and request like certain style baits and things of that nature. But for $28 a month, you're getting a $50 value, so you're saving, you know, a little over $20. I feel it's well worth it for me. Like I said, I'm trying to build my crankbait stock in the tackle boxes. So what better way to do so, you know, and not have to go out to the store and rack my mind. I'm sure once I get tossing some of these, once it gets warm out again, I'm gonna like some, and I'm gonna order doubles. And what they do, I'm not gonna throw this on there, but after you get your first box, they give you a promo code to use to save 10% off your next order. They do free shipping, $50 or more. So if you just want to go on and buy a couple baits, like specific baits, you can do so as well. But so far, like 6 cents, I'm super impressed with their stuff. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't have any affiliation deal. This is just something I came across and figured I'd put it out there to you guys because I think it's going to be super beneficial to me. Like I said, building all my crankbaits back up, but super nice stuff. Love the paint on them, the actual design aspect and everything else. Super cool on all their stuff. So until next time, tight lines and smooth paddling. Boom!